Picture this, the '05 Honda Civic C. That screaming red rocket with the VTEC growl that could smoke a muscle car on the highway. Yeah, that one. I bet you thought it was bulletproof, right? Wrong. Mine grenaded a transmission at 80,000 miles. Left me stranded in a rain-soaked parking lot with dreams of JDM glory turning to rust. But here's the gut punch. The real unbreakable beast from the 2000s ain't no import hero. Stick around to the end, cause I'm spilling the one hidden gem that outlasted them all. And it'll make you rethink everything you thought you knew about reliable rides. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Man, if you're here on Gearhead Garage, you get it. This ain't some polished showroom spiel. We're the crew that lives for the smell of high-octane dreams and the curse words that fly when a bolt strips at midnight. Late nights wrenching in the garage, swapping stories over cold ones about the cars that got us through hell and back. That's us. And today, we're cruising down memory lane through the aughts, that wild decade when SUVs started swallowing the roads. Hybrids whispered promises of green salvation, and Detroit was still punching above its weight before the crash hit. No dry stats here, just the raw pulse of machines that didn't quit on you when life did. Let's roll. Kicking off with the undisputed king of the family hauler, the 2007 Toyota Highlander. Remember when crossovers were fresh, not these bloated tech tunes. This thing was Toyota doing what they do best, building a tank disguised as your soccer mom's minivan alternative. I had an uncle who piled 5 kids, a golden retriever, and half a hardware store into his '08 model for cross-country hauls. That 3.5-liter V6 hummed like a lullaby, sipping gas without drama. And the AWD clawed through Midwest blizzards like it was born in them, compared to the Ford Explorer of the era, which guzzled premium and leaked oil like a sieve. The Highlander was the quiet hero. Fun fact, it pioneered the 3-row setup without feeling like a bus. And owners swear these bad boys hit 300,000 miles on original timing belts. It's the car that says, yeah, I can tow your boat and still parallel park in the city. Pure, unflashy grit. Sliding into sportier turf, grab the wheel of a 2004 Honda Accord. Oh man, this sedan was the everyman's Ferrari, zippy enough to embarrass a Camaro at a light, but sensible like your grandma's knitting circle. That 2.4-liter four-banger pushed 160 horses with a rev-happy soul, and the 5-speed manual. Chef's kiss. I once flogged one through the Rockies, windows down, wind-whipping stories out of the ether. History nugget. Honda nailed the double wishbone suspension here, borrowing from their F1 playbook, making it dance where others wallowed. Against the Toyota Camry, its eternal rival, this Accord had sharper teeth, less numb steering, and reliability. These things laugh at rust. I've seen M-taxi cabs in NYC clocking $500,000 without flinching. It's the ride that taught a generation you don't need badges to feel alive. Now, for the off-road warrior who won't quit, the 2005 Toyota 4Runner. Back when SUVs meant gunnywear guts, not grocery getters. 4th-gen baby, that angular beast with the coil spring rear that turned trail legends into driveway myths. My old hunting buddy swore by his '06 weed bashed through Utah Red Rock. The 4.0-liter V6 grunting over boulders like it was personal. Off-the-wall insight. Toyota cribbed the frame from their Land Cruisers, so it's overbuilt for apocalypse prep. Stack it against the Jeep Grand Cherokee, which was fun but fragile as a soap bubble. And the 4Runner wins endurance every time. Folks rack up 400k miles easy, transmissions shifting smoother than your first kiss. It's the four-wheeler that reminds you, adventure ain't about speed, it's about showing up when the trail gets ugly. Let's get American muscle with heart. The 2005 Ford Mustang GT 5th-gen debut. Retro curves nodding to the '67 glory days, but packing a 4.6-liter V8 that barked 300 ponies like a junkyard dog. I remember sneaking one out at 16. That shaker hood scoop vibrating with promise as I carved canyon roads under starlight. Wild claim, this pony car outsold everything in its class, reviving Detroit when imports were circling like vultures. Compared to the Chevy Camaro revival flop, the Mustang felt alive. Not assembled in a boardroom. Reliability surprise. Those modular engines are tanks. If you swap the timing chains early, plenty humming past 250k without a whimper. It's raw, rear-drive joy that says freedom's got 5 speeds and a snarling exhaust. Don't sleep on the luxury lane with the 2003 Lexus RX 300. Yeah, the crossover that birthed the whole luxury SUV craze. Smooth as aged whiskey, that 3.0-liter V6 gliding you to work while the leather hugs like an old flame. My auntie drove hers from Seattle to Phoenix yearly. Zero drama, just endless highway hypnosis. History bite. Lexus took Toyota's Harrier and Americanized it, proving reliability could wear pearls. Versus the BMW X5, which chewed turbos for breakfast. The RX was the set-it-and-forget-it champ. Owners hit 500,000 with basic oil changes. That's Japanese engineering whispering. I got you. Cozy, competent, and covertly badass. For the hot hatch crowd, the 2006 Mini Cooper S. That go-kart grin on steroids. Supercharged 1.6-liter whipping 163 horses into frenzy. Zipping through Euro villages or American burbs, it cornered like it was glued. I test drove one in 07, giggling like a fool as it danced. Insight: BMW bolted on the supercharger mid-decade, turning a cute bug into a track terror without sacrificing soul. Against the VW GTI, which was solid but sleepy, the Mini had whimsy and whip. Reliability, skipped the early rod bearings, and these ticked past 200,000, still cheeky as ever. It's the pocket rocket that proved small can savage. Vans with vans. Enter the 2002 Honda Odyssey. Before it got fancy, this minivan was the road trip godfather. 3.5-liter V6 hauling souls without sweat. Fold flat seats innovated family logistics. My cousin crammed a band tour into one, amps and egos intact. Compared to the Chrysler Town & Country, a transmission nightmare, the Odyssey was eternal. Fun twist: Honda's cylinder deactivation predated GM's by years, squeezing 24 mpg highway. Bulletproof 2300K. It's the unsung hauler that carried dreams across decades. Muscle reloaded: the 2006 Dodge Charger RT Hemi, 5.7-liter rumbling, 340 horses in a 4-door sleeper. Born from NASCAR fever, it looked mean, drove meaner. I chased sunsets in one, that pushrod V8 echoing thunder. History: Chrysler's LX platform revived rear-drive glory post-bankruptcy scare. Versus the Impala, a front-wheel snooze. The Charger had fury. Reliable, if you baby the MDS system Mini at 250,000. Still charging, its aggression with a backseat. Hybrid Dawn, the 2001 Toyota Prius. Gen 2, that wedge-shaped wizard with NIMH batteries, outlasting skeptics. 1.5-liter Atkinson cycle sipping 45 mpg, silent as a ghost. I road-tripped one coast to coast. Regen braking felt like magic. Insight: Toyota bet big post-oil crunch, selling 1 million by 07. Against the Honda Insight, a fragile pioneer, Prius was polished. Hits 300K easy. The car that flipped the script on green guilt. Supercar soul: the 2005 Porsche 911 Carrera S, Mesger engine, 3.8-liter flat-six, howling 355 horses. Timeless, it carved Apennines like butter. Compared to Ferrari 360, pricier diva, the 911 was surgical, reliable, IMS bearing, fixed, and they're immortal at 200K. Precision poetry: offbeat, the 2008 Honda Element. Boxy adventure box, AWD biting trails, washable floors for muddy mutts. 2.4-liter for loyal 2250K. Versus the Subaru Forester leakier Element was quirky king, and the hidden gem, the 2003 Honda Pilot. Yeah, that overlooked SUV 3.5-liter V6, AWD unbreaking, hauling hordes to 400K without a hiccup. Underrated, unbreakable, the one that never let me down. What a ride through the 2000s ironclad icons. These beasts didn't just move you, they molded you, scars and smiles included. But here's the kicker that keeps me up at night. In this EV whirlwind, when cars talk more than roar, which old-school survivor in your garage deserves one last glory lap? Hit the comments. Spill your tales, let's keep the fire burning. If this sparked your spark plugs, smash like, sub for more garage gospel, share with your pit crew. Drive safe, dream dirty. See ya on the blacktop.